let's give you the truth about this promotional financing offer with the Tesla Model Y and really give you the backstory on, is this 3.49% financing, is it actually worth it with the current deal? Maybe give you some history, and actually I just realized it actually gets worse if you go to a different terms. But let's jump into this. So let's talk about the 3.49% financing. The truth about it, is it actually a good deal or not? Or is it something that if you're looking to be buying a Model Y, maybe you should be waiting out? The biggest thing that I just realized taking a look at some of the details of the Model Y is that if you go to 72 months, it's 4.99% financing, which that's a little bit tough there. I mean, to go from 3.49 to 4.99, I guess it's still better than the 5.54 it was before, but really the only term here that makes sense is going to be 60 months or even less. If you look at the fine print, it also does say that you need 5% down minimum required, which actually is a lot better before. It used to be like 10 to 20% down, but the thing with that is that you can use the $7,500 federal tax credit to use some of the down payment. So I'm curious to see like what an actual breakdown of the numbers actually is. So if you are looking to get into a Tesla deal, if you've got a pending deal that you're financing, please send me the background of like the numbers. I want to see like what the actual deal is like. What's the minimum you can get away with if you use the 7,500? Like, I'm curious to see, is anybody out there putting 0% or zero down on a 3.49% loan? Because that could be an interesting one. The next one is that the car loan interest is now tax deductible. And as we feared, this is why they're doing a higher interest rate at 3.49 when not that long ago it was 1.99% financing. And so certainly it is an interesting one, that is for sure. And I mean, at 1.99% financing, it seems like that was the best deal at the moment for the year. The question is, if I were to put on my conspiracy hat and if I were to think about this, like, yes, 3.49 is the best deal at the moment, but we're starting to see like some other models like Model 3 getting 0%, Cybertruck getting 0%. So the question here is like, will Model Y get a more favorable interest rate? And it could be a big potential depending on how orders and deliveries go through the next month or so. Like if Tesla likes where they're at in the next month and then they got a good amount of orders and deposits, then maybe they stick with 3.49. Maybe they go to like 2.99, or worst case scenario, they go to 1.99. But the flip side to that is that depending on where you are, it might not be worth the risk, because if Tesla can't get you the vehicle that you're looking for by the end of September, or even, I mean, if it has to go into October, then you're not going to get these 7,500. So you have to weigh these kind of risks. And my advice is that if you're near like a Tesla factory, like California, Texas, then yes, you can run the risk and go all the way to the end of the 7,500 ending on September 30th. But then the biggest question is like this option credit for a limited time, which is only on a select inventory vehicles that are out there. And what we have found, or what we're trying to figure out, and shout out to the person that put it as a comment, it seems like if the vehicle is in stock at the Tesla location, then it might have the $2,000 or $1,000 option credit. Where we're also finding that if it's like a base vehicle like this one, it's a long range rear-wheel drive with no added features at all, then of course it's not going to have an option credit because there is no option. But some of them just only have like one option, like this one. This is a rear-wheel drive that has 20-inch wheels on it. You can see that it is the black interior, so they're waiving the $2,000. Some of them are like this one that is identical to this one right here, the same build, but no option credit at all. And it seems to be what the case here is that if you take a look at some of the details, that might actually be because the vehicle could still be in transit. So you can see like this one is still in transit to the Irvine location. So that could make some sense on why there is no option credit on, because it's not a vehicle that exists on their inventory lot yet. And so they really have no need or aggressiveness to try and push it. But the one thing is for sure, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already buying full self-driving, then using our referral code does support the channel. So thank you to everybody that has done that in the past and in the future. And so the car loan interest rate is tax deductible, but if you run the numbers, if you make $100K a year at 3.49% financing, you'll probably save about $500 in cash in your pocket savings. And so really that's like a nice to have, but it's not super impactful in terms of big savings. And of course you have to remember to take that deduction over the standard deduction when you go to file your taxes and everything. So my question to you all is, because I know a lot of you are waiting to place your order for a deposit on a Model Y or whatever it is, or Model 3, other Tesla vehicles, is this a good enough deal for you, or are you continuing to wait it out until maybe even next month or even Q4, because that is going to be the biggest risk to see if there's any sort of deals around that time.
If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.
Thanks for that, everyone. And we do try and keep the best deals on our deal spreadsheet down below in the description with the highest discounts, but Tesla has kind of changed how they're posting these discounts. So really the best option, like quick tip, if you're looking for inventory out there and you want the biggest discount, here's the quick tip. Go to the vehicle section, then go to new inventory right here, and then go to the zip code area and make sure you switch this to all deliverable, because that will show you all of the different vehicles that could be eligible for you to purchase based upon your registered zip code. And that way you can find the maximum discount that you're looking for, because I know a lot of you are looking for the maximum discount. But certainly if you're looking for that best discount, don't forget about your current vehicle and where you're selling it. And that's where Give Me the VIN comes into play, one of our partners. If you use the link down below, what's cool about Give Me the VIN is that they want to get you maximum value for your current vehicle that you're selling. And you can sell it from the comfort of your home. They'll pick it up and everything, a fast offer and everything. And what's cool is they've partnered you up with one of their consultants so that you can work with them to get you the best deal on your current vehicle that you're getting. So definitely check it out, link down below. And they're doing a $25,000 cash giveaway if you sell them your vehicle. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description.